Hold on, hold on. Brother, hold up right there. Hold up right there. Hold up right there. Thank you for being a voice, with all respects, to my Puerto Rican people and culture. Puerto Ricans didn't start hip hop at all. My African American brothers created hip hop, whether it was Africa Bambaataa, DJ Who Heard, Red Alert, let's go back to Grandmaster Theodore. That's my boy.
Notice how he said Puerto Ricans didn't create hip-hop. Of course Puerto Ricans didn't create hip-hop, because it's not just one race that helped create hip-hop. But the Boricuas did help create hip-hop. The problem here is this man, I'm surprised he's born in Puerto Rico and he doesn't speak about his Boricua roots. Just notice, me researching about the history of hip-hop and learning from my older brothers and my mom that's still alive and older Boricuas that are 90, when you're really a Boricua with your roots and you know your roots very well, you're not going to call yourself Puerto Rican. The real Boricuas that really learn and know their roots, they call themselves Boricuas. They're not whitewashed. Another thing, Boricuas are brown skin. They were brown skin with straight hair. And I'm going to upload videos of my niece and even my mom and my aunts that are Taino roots. And then my dad, African roots. I'm light skinned, but I have afro hair, curly hair. Tex DJ Hollywood, who was with Disco King Mario, he's the Afro Boricua. But Tex is not really dark either. He's more of a lighter skin, but he has the afro hair. People have to know their roots and what's a Puerto Rican, what's a Boricua, what's the island of Boricua and what's Puerto Rico today, who lives in Puerto Rico, why is it so mixed? Like, people just so lost because we're whitewashed. But the way Batch, that he's one of the big Puerto Ricans that he calls himself in hip-hop history, he came in 1975. But I'm sure the Afro Boricuas came way before him and the Boricuas period. Because a Boricua, like I said, could be Taino skin, brown with straight hair. That's the mixture. And the funny thing is, the reason why I also put this video up, this clip, because this clip is from somebody that has it. They put Batch, TBB founder, and this man been fighting for Puerto Ricans in hip-hop, which he knows his history pretty well, but some things he's not connected. The face of hip-hop and the movement of hip-hop was created mainly by Afro-looking people, Afro-Americans, Afro-Boricuas, Afro-Cubans, Afro-Panamanian, like Pumpkin was. That's the truth. We live in America, and people are going to separate, because I call Boricua light skin or dark skin because a lot of us are whitewashed. If you know your lineage, if it comes from Taino and the African. But there are some Puerto Ricans that are not really connected to the Boricua lineage, and they are more on the Spanish side. So like Batch said Puerto Ricans didn't create hip-hop. Of course not, because it was co-created. Boricuas, like Tex DJ Hollywood, Junebug, they're the ones that help. Mr. Magic, the first Boricua on the radio, he also has the look of an Afro-American. So this comes more from the Boricuas, not the Puerto Ricans. So for Batch to say Puerto Ricans didn't create it, of course not, but they helped. And he surely raced Charlie Chase. So he doesn't, it's a big mix-up, but the Boricuas did help create, and the face of hip-hop always been a dark-skinned face, a melanated face. That's what's the real history. I always say it comes from the Black Panthers and the Young Lords, because Felipe Luisiano is where Coke LaRock got it from, and he's an Afro-Boricua. This is exactly, doing my research, hip-hop comes from the roots of the Black Panthers and the Young Lords. Believe me. And this video is going all around, and I would have checked them. I had told this man, Dr. Colon, in the comments, you should have checked them. You should have told him, yeah, Puerto Ricans didn't create hip-hop. You're right. And nobody's saying Puerto Ricans created hip-hop. We're saying Boricuas helped co-create it. Boricuas that don't look like you, Batch. The ones that look black, that have afro hair and dark skin, those were there before you, Batch. That's how Dr. Colon should have corrected this. They get lost. Same thing when people say, I don't see a lot of Puerto Ricans, because Puerto Ricans don't have a look. Alpo Martinez, Roberto Clemente, Lala Anthony. You're not going to count them as a Puerto Rican like J-Lo, Mark Anthony. So this is a fight that I've been on my own, and I got good research from my family, and it was Afro-Boricuas, Afro-Cubans, Afro-Dominicans, Afro-Panamanian, like Pumpkin, who helped the movement in the beginning. And then the one or two Puerto Ricans that Kaz was speaking about, he's speaking about the ones that look like Disco Wiz and Charlie Chase. But I could speak for the Afro-Boricuas that been there from day one. And have a nice day, and this is Facts Over Feelings.